So, I know I'm not the one for words, for like talking in a lot of my videos. I think. What am I talking about? Yes, I am. Let me say I'm not the one to talk a lot in like these type of videos where I'm solo talking over gameplay. I don't do this a lot. Actually, it's probably one of my first videos doing this. But anyways, let's get to this story. Um, the story's about my PlayStation and how I think my PlayStation is alive, and I don't like it because that means my PlayStation has been watching over me like a guardian or a devil, whichever one. But I don't like it. Let's just get off with the fact where let's start it off where I was getting ready to go to sleep, watching Hulu on my PlayStation. What was I watching? South Park, I think. Yeah, I was. And usually when I'm watching something on TV, especially on my PlayStation, it wakes me up the next day to South Park most likely, because that's the only thing I watch on Hulu. So, with that happening, the one day that I wake up, South Park was not on. And I was a little curious, like, did I turn it off and I just forgot? Did my parents turn it off? And I was like, no, I didn't turn it off because usually I remember when I wake up in the middle of the night, and I know good damn well I did not wake up in the middle of the night because I stayed up till like 3 something. And I don't know, my parents didn't turn it off because they don't even know how to turn off a PlayStation. So this got me thinking, like, wait a minute. Maybe they did turn it off. They probably pressed the power button. Because that's how they usually turn stuff off in this house, by using the good old power button on the box. But that was not the case. What happened is that my PlayStation is placed behind my TV, so they can't turn off the power button. So then I was like, wait a minute, how did it turn off? And so I'm just confused, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not even going to pay attention to this. I'm like, I'm just not going to stress about it, so I don't. Next day, PlayStation's still on. I'm like, okay, maybe it was just something that happened, little bug. I don't know, maybe, I guess. But so I go take a piss. Everything's still running fine. South Park's still on. Go back up front. Go back up front. Go up front. Give me some cereal. Come back and the PlayStation is off. Why was it off? I have no fucking clue. But it was off. It was off. And I don't know how. Which was confusing. Cause no one was home. And I was the only one there. And I didn't touch the PlayStation. And the controller wasn't with me. And other things. But then I was like, you know what? Nope. This is not only the first time this happened, but the second time it happened in front of my eyes. I do some research. Apparently, your PlayStation can turn off by itself in a certain time in your settings, and you have to apply that to your settings. But that wasn't applied to my settings. It wasn't. So I don't know how my PlayStation turned off. The damn thing has a mind of its own. Japan is over here trying to get us, man. Like, like I don't like how does that happen? The thing isn't on the settings that I applied it to. It's just like it's not believable. So I'm like, okay, let me look through this some more. So as I'm looking through it some more, my TV blacked out. And what usually happens when my TV blacks out is when the game is still playing or running, but the TV turns off. It goes black, just completely black. It's not going, it's not on. what happened was, as soon as it turned back on, because it's just like a little flick, it just like goes off, like basically in the responding screen, how Fortnite is, like when you just like how what happened right now, except without the responding logo. Um, that's basically what happens. It just goes black for a minute and comes back. So I'm waiting, and it's been black for the longest now, and I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna turn off my PlayStation. What happens? It actually turns on. My PlayStation was already off. It was off. 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 What? Um, I'm like, okay, so obviously something's going on. I just got finished looking through the settings. I said that it was nothing wrong. I'm like, okay, maybe it's a fluke. And what happens? It's not a fluke. Obviously, it's not a fluke if it just did it again 2 times in a row. What? Wait, what six does that make? What? Like, you really gonna tell me that my PlayStation just turned off again 2 times in one day? I'm like, okay, maybe something wrong with my PlayStation. So I asked my dad, can we go to GameStop? He says, yeah, we can go to GameStop. But he was like, what for? I'm like, oh, because my PlayStation's been acting funny. It's been turning off randomly and stuff like that. We get to GameStop, the thing acts perfect. And I'm going to call it a thing because it's no longer a PlayStation to me now. I'm going to start calling my gaming system a thing. This thing decided to start working properly. And yeah, I don't know what you call being there for a long time, but I guess maybe if we were there longer, something would have happened, but nothing happened. And I was really expecting something to happen in the 30-minute period that we were there. And 30 minutes is to me a long time to be in GameStop to browse a couple of games. I mean, you don't really do a lot in GameStop. I guess you can play the little game setup that's already there open for you, like how they have the PlayStation set up there, and it's like a game already set up in it, and you can play that. But that's like who spends 30 minutes playing that? Like, if so, I guess okay. That I guess just buy a damn PlayStation or Xbox or whatever you're into. But back to my point, anyways, we weren't there for the longest. And so, mm, mm, when we get home, I don't want to say this, it starts flickering. Like, literally flickering. Like, it will go on, the screen will go black, and it will turn back on. Now, I don't know if something's wrong with my stuff, but it's really starting to annoy me now. Because I'm in the middle of a game, and no, I'm not, I wasn't playing Fortnite because I couldn't even play that game while the little lag is going on or whatever that flickering is. So I'm like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna go play some Call of Duty or something. I'm playing Call of Duty, it does not go well. I'm like, forget it. I'm gonna turn off my PlayStation. Not even gonna think about this week at all. Turn it off. Everything's all Gucci for now. Next day, everything was fine. My PlayStation started working again.